Especially if you have little grubby kids, I can imagine that this is something that would be worth investing, but not that your kids are touching your screen very often. I don't know. Don't have any. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. It's continuing with the trend of doing things to the Jeep. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the screen protector on the center display as well as the instrument cluster. And this is by Protech. Screen Protech. That's a pretty cool name. I see what they did there. I like it. To make sure that this is done correctly, they make sure that they have QR codes as well as that little sticker that I ripped off there that says to make sure, seriously, that you watch the video on installation before you do this. So in this kit, little spray bottle, there's nothing in there right now, but it says installation solution, soap mix, just add water, nothing crazy there. Then inside here we have got a little towel, a little terry cloth, one, and then a squeegee, pretty nice little squeegee right there. I think that's it. And then the screen protectors themselves. Okay, so this one's for the instrument cluster. As you can tell, it's got a nice little, well, you probably can't tell. You guys can see it's believe me though, there's two of them though, and it's cut out just for the instrument cluster. So nice, precise fit, I hope. And then one for my center screen. So this will be nice, especially if you have little grubby kids. I can imagine that this is something that would be worth investing, but not that your kids are touching your screen very often. I don't know, don't have any. But sometimes my dog does do the little thing when we go on walks. She shakes her face and then there's water and drool and stuff all over the place. So this might be worthwhile. So went ahead and cleaned the screen. I use this stuff right here because I have window tint, and this is the best window cleaner ever, or glass cleaner. So once I've done that, I'm gonna give everything another little wipe down, make sure there's no debris, anything. If you have any little, like, those little sticky pads to make sure that you get the dust off, use those. I have a couple that I have left over from my screen protectors on my phone, but I don't really have any that I feel like getting. I don't think there's any really dust that's too bad in here. So give that a quick wipe down and we'll get right into it. This is pretty easy. Soapy water is the recommended solution, so let me go ahead and put some soapy water in there. It looks like once you add water, there's actually a little bit of soap already in here, if this will focus, but you can see the little bubbles formed at the top. So just added water, soap was already in there, and now we get started. All right, so directions say clean your surface. Once it's clean, you're gonna apply some of this soapy solution, a little bit on there. Boom, boom. Then we're gonna grab this guy. And of course there's the adhesive side, so what you're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing. Add some solution to the back of this. They said the solution makes it easier to install, so we're gonna go with that. It says there's about 1 millimeter of wiggle room where some of this gets tucked into the bezel. So once that's there, we're just going to use the squeegee to kind of wipe this through once it's in a spot that we like, and tuck some of this excess down at the bottom. They do recommend wrapping the squeegee in a towel so that way you're not scraping the screen protector. I didn't do that. And now that that's in place, I'm going to just use this guy because I like that. Just wipe up some of this excess soapy water. And it says to give this about 24 hours to dry. Just leave it in a nice area where it's not exposed to direct sunlight. So I'm going to just get everything situated in the space. That looks good. Fits pretty precise. You guys can see no real like overhang or anything. It's right there in the corners. Let me get my flashlight out here so I can show you guys a little bit better. It's kind of hard to see. So you guys can see right there. It fits right up in that bezel and you can't even tell. So now we'll go ahead and do this front one. Same process, but you can see I got a little bit of dust. So I'm going to try to get some of this dust off really quick and get this in place. And if you're worried that this messes up your responsiveness or anything like that, it's just Uconnect is still the same speed. Since this one is like the haptic feedback type, so it's really going based on how much pressure. So it's not like the other ones where you have the future ones now where you have to calibrate because there's a screen protector. So like I said, pretty easy install. And they do have some that have like the anti-glare, and they have like some of the matte ones. There's all different kinds. Same thing over here, looks about the same. Like I said, I jacked up this corner just a tiny bit, but everywhere else looks good. I noticed that some of the curves, you have to kind of get it to go like even pressure. So you kind of have to go all the way around and give it a little pressure like that. But otherwise, it's a straightforward install. Like I said, I don't know who really needs screen protectors, but if you do, give these guys a shout.